Shalom, shalom, our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakah, Quadash, double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutes to all 144,000 elect out there. We're coming back at you with a lesson out here. Kind of a walk and talk. So, yeah, nice and slow though. You know, the weather's nice. Charging up my batteries right now. You know, the sun's beaming out, and I like to get as much as I can. Right, we're in that time now, man, and we're still in the hopeful year of our salvation and deliverance and destruction and judgments upon the wicked. And just relating this quick vision. It's kind of a quick, simple one. Not too heavy, but it was very straightforward. Because I've been having them quite a lot lately. These dreams, these visions about end times. So there's a bit of doom in there, bit of doom, but exciting to us that be delivering that message. But gloom and doom to those who are going to be on the receiving end of it. So got a precept in my mind. Let me start with that. Get the ball rolling. I'm going to start with Job 33 while I'm getting in this getting my batteries charged up with the vitamin D. Job 33:15 says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed. Right, I had a nice sleep last night, man. I had a good sleep. And you know, when you had a good sleep, you wake up, you feel like you've been charged. You feel your batteries have been charged when you've had a good sleep. And you know, when you don't have a good sleep, but when you have a good sleep, you feel charged, revigorated in the spirit. So I had a deep sleep last night. Reading on in 16. Then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instructions. Right. That's what this is. The spirit, the angels. The night angels. They openeth your ears. It says there. Right. Sealeth your instructions, that ye may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. Right. Your plans for the next day. That's why we always say, Lord willing. We don't know what we're going to do the next day. I had no idea it was going to be over here. First about the weather, we don't know if it's going to be sunny, and if it was going to be raining, I wouldn't be over here. So the weather has a lot to do with where we're going to go and what we're going to do the next day. It has somewhat something to do with it. But as far as coming over the park, it's usually a nice day when I'm over here. Like I say, getting my vitamin D's, getting charged up. So that's the instruction. The instruction was all through the Spirit of the Lord from the Most High via his angel. It says that in 17 again, that he withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man, right? That's why we say it's not up to us to make the decisions in our lives. It's always Abba Ra'azah, Father willing, or Lord willing, in the English, in the Hebrew, Abba Ra'azah, Father willing, or Yahweh Ra'azah, Lord willing. Abba Ra'azah, Father willing. Yahweh Ra'azah, Lord willing. Same thing, but just making a point that, it's not up to us, man. It's always up to the Most High to make our decisions. He makes our decisions for us. He sealeth our instructions. Yeah. So, the vision. Let me get straight to it. It's not too heavy. It's like, I would say right now at this moment in time, unless anything else comes to me, that it was when they're coming like a flood, or it's near thereabouts, and it was dark, and I was over an open space. As a matter of fact, I remember seeing trees, and kind of similar to the one I had with Vocab when I was over here the other day, when Vocab Malone was exposed for the demon hate that he was when I saw him. And he was talking to a Jake, a so-called black man, and I called the man over, said, get away from this guy, in so many words. And Jake, Vocab never liked it when the Jake came over to me. Vocab Malone never liked it. And then he started to show his true horns and try to get around me, use his manipulation or his witchcraft, his words, and the Most High just made me levitate out of his reach, totally out of his reach, and I got out of his reach, and he wasn't able to get a hold of me. So that was that. That was that vision. The Most High made me levitate. Similar, and all those people that was around him, he put a spell on them, and they started to merge or start to shapeshift into the agents, and they started to try to touch me too. Like I say, you see, they got trees around here, and I remember just levitating just enough above the trees so that they couldn't get their hands on me. Right, all those agents, or those that merged into agents from humans. A lot of them, there was Edomite women, and some of them were old, just people that you wouldn't expect to merge into agents. So that was the dream, the vision I broke down the other day. Now this one, I was walking through a park similar to like this, but it was kind of, the sun was on its way down, and I saw, he looked like a dog running towards me. It looked like a dog, but when it got closer, I realized it wasn't a dog. It's a bit bigger than a dog. It was a wolf. A wolf. So I said, all right, my back, you know, what did they say? You never know what you're going to do until your back is against the wall. What I did, I think I might have said the Most High's name, but something about, thereabouts, and then I started levitating once again, similar to the dream I had about Vocab trying to grab me, to try and influence me to put his witchcraft on me, and the Most High never let him get his hands on me. So in this one, someone maybe potentially sent a wolf after me, and I levitated up, and I grabbed hold of a tree, and I stayed in the tree, stayed up there, and the wolf, a giant-sized dog or wolf, couldn't get me. He was just barking or just making, you know, doing them noise, woo, and all that kind of stuff. Couldn't get me, and so I levitated out of its reach. And then next thing I know, I saw what looked like it could have been another wolf. It started to shapeshift. That's the right word. It started to shapeshift, and it shapeshift into some kind of a giant bird, and it started to float up to try and come round the tree, climbed up the tree or got round onto the tree and tried to grab me via its shapeshift from a wolf into some kind of a bird, eagle, whatever it was. I can't really make heads or tails of it, but it was it had wings. So then I did something. The Most High gave me some kind of spiritual power. This wasn't no small bird, and I put it in some kind of hold. I grabbed its two wings, I put it in a hold, and I was saying to someone, give me the bag, give me the bag. And then I think just about to get the bag, and then I woke up. So right, let me hit a precept, because I've got my own ideas to what to say in my own words. I'm going to let the scripture speak on it. Right, a wolf trying to grab hold of me. It was a wolf. So let's get let's go straight to it. Matthew chapters 7 and 15 says, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. Right, man. Let me let that one settle. Let me reflect, and let me get my mind together. I'll read it again. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. Right, that dream, that vision. A wolf, and the wolf had the ability to shapeshift as well. Bear that in mind. But the first time I saw it, it was a giant dog-looking thing, and then it was a wolf, and it tried to grab hold of me. And I managed to escape it by the Most High putting the spirit on me to levitate out of its reach into a tree, and then it shapeshifted into some kind of bird. The Most High gave me the spirit to grab its two wings and wrap it up, and about to put it in a bag, some kind of container, just like what they do with when they're catching stray animals. You know, they put them in some. First of all, they when they're trying to catch stray animals, they put them in like, first of all, they give them a kosh or inject them with some sleeping injection, and then they put it in a container. But that's what I did. I didn't have no injection to give it, but I just grabbed it when I was about to put it in some kind of container. So you know, that's what made me think of this precept. That's why I came up with this precept. When I was coming over here thinking about that dream, Yeah, it says, I'll read it again. Matthew 7:15 says, beware of false prophets which come unto you in sheep clothing, but inwardly they are ravenous wolves. And what video did I see on the way out? I saw what I've been hearing a lot about this so-called Alizé, how you ever say his name, Sikari head, and things are coming out about him. And the first thing I think of when I think about that name, I just think about a wolf in sheep clothing. You understand? Now I've had somewhat experience of dealing with wolves, being that I spent a lot of time in that Christian church, you know, that Jehovah's Witness thing for over 20 years. I'd say I've got a lot of experience in dealing with wolves, you know, and examining, or what's the word, sussing that type of spirit out. They come to you in sheep clothing, but inside they are ravenous wolves. That is what it's about. That is what Christianity is about. They want to get your money. They want to get your soul. They're not happy with just your money. They want to get your soul. They want to get you under their spell. Hence, the vision I had earlier on, or last week, a typical one is Volker Malone. And the Most High delivered me from his grasp, and Jehovah's Witnesses grasp, and Christianity grasp, growing up in a Christian church. So we are not Numbers 23 and 23, the title of the video. There is no enchantment against Jacob. There is no divination against Israel. There is no enchantment over us. They can't put a spell on us. They can't influence us. They can't trick us. They can't come to us with the what? Right? Ye shall know them. How do we know them? Right? Reading on 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Right? You shall know them by their fruits. Right? And what's happening now? What's coming out about the head of Sikari camp? Is coming out, you know, by their fruits, their actions. Right? All kind of things are coming out, and I don't even want to get into all the graphics of it. I'll leave that to the to those men who know all the intricate details. But as we do know, though, by their fruits, we know that they be selling things to people, you know, using this truth as a come up, exploiting people via selling all kinds of you know, all kinds of merchandise and all of that, using this truth as a come up, exploiting people. So that's their fruits, right? And other things, let time, you know, let it play out. More things are going to come out. Yeah, you shall know them by their fruits, as already things are coming out. Yeah, do men gather grapes or thorns or figs or thistles, right? So that's the point. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Right, hence it's all coming out about the wicked. Right, by their fruits you shall recognize them. Good trees bring forth good fruit. Corrupt trees bring forth thorns and thistles and corrupt fruit. Right, things you can't eat, things that are bad for you. So I want to keep this one quick, just to really hit that point. Don't want to overcrowd it with too many scriptures. The scriptures don't tell us already. A lot of these false prophets, you're going to recognize them by their fruits. As a matter of fact, I'm going to hit one more as well, right, to back up my point. I can hit this one here in Isaiah 29. And he says concerning our people, because yeah, as our elder and apostle said, you got when we're all right, when we're on point, we're all right. But when we're wicked, you know, you got the extreme end of good people in this truth in Israel, and then you got the extreme end of wicked people in this truth. So when they're going off, they're really wicked, right? So Isaiah 29, and this is what it is. 10 says, for the Lord have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, and the prophets, right? Close the eyes, the prophets, and your rulers and the seers have he covered, right? Hence, you got the rulers there. They're a bad influence. They're the corruptors. If you follow them and you are under their influence, you don't see that they're wolves in sheep clothing. You become just like them. They corrupt you. They exploit you and spit you out. Once again, I've seen a lot of that in the Christian church. Seen what they do to people and families, and attempted to do to me myself. So the Most High said you got to be wise as serpents, but I want you to be as wise as serpents, but as harmless as doves. So that's what we have to do. We have to apply the scriptures when we're dealing with all these types of spirits that are out here. Right? Also, when you're dealing with all these other Goyim nations and the E nations too. Right? Corruptors, man. And they will exploit you if you let them. 13 says, wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw nigh me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precepts of men, right? Because they're under the influence of men. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't put people on a pedestal, right? Ultimately, we give double honors to our elders and our apostles, and we follow men, and we know because we follow them because they follow Yahweh, Yahushua, right? We honor those men, our leaders, but we know the difference between a wolf, you know, the difference between a wolf and a sheep. So, and we know that by their fruits. We know the difference by the fruits that they be bearing. And here's more examples here. It says, wherefore the Lord said, for as much, Isaiah 29 and 13 again, for as much as this people draw nigh me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, right? That's what hypocrites do. Honor the Most High with their mouth and their lips, right? And with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, right? That's the most extreme example is in the Christian church. It's all about hypocrisy. The foundation of it is hypocrisy. And I'm using this, what's just recently come out about Al-Azhar as an example that, yes, you know, we always knew he was a ninja anyway. You know, we always knew that. But it's just going to let it come out, let it play out. Like I say, I'm going to leave all the gory details. It's vulgar, and I'm not going to keep doing a video harping on about it either. I'm going to make this video about it and keep it moving. All right, for me, you know, I've seen a lot of drama. If you've been in a Christian church for over 25 years, you would have seen a lot of drama. So it's not, for me, it's not about drama. This truth is about serving the Lord right here, right? And focusing on myself too, first and foremost, self-examination, right? You got people that just all are about, you know, some people, and they don't last. They're all about drama, other people's business, other people's lives, what other people are up to, and they don't focus on what they're doing themselves, about their own issues that they got. They're focusing too much on other people. So the Most High gets rid of people like that as well. So this is not about me just getting on someone. It's about making this point. It's not about drama. It's not about gossip. It's not about just making other people, you know, acting all like you wouldn't crush a grape, right? All have sinned and fall short of the glory of the Most High. And Abba Ratazar, we all of us endure to the end, right? In order to do that, we've got to focus on ourselves and be very balanced as well in this truth. And we see things, we're going to see things, some things are going to be dealt with, some things are going to take time to play out. And in this one, it took its time, it came out in the end. So he was exposed, and we know that by the fruits, the things that are coming out. As it's saying here, right? And with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught, right? Right? Fear toward me, they don't have no fear of the Most High. It's of the precepts of man. It's taught of the precepts of man, worshipping man pleasers, not serving the Most High with fear and trembling. All about man, and all about appearing to be righteous. And you know, some people are just about, they just like to be in the front seats, as it says in James, right? Appearing to be righteous. And some people just like to lord it over people. But you know, those people, they don't last, man. Hence the example here is exposed. They're being exposed for who they well and truly are. So I just wanted to hit that point there. And we've got one more. We're going to end with that. All right, to back up the dream I had, the Most High, Job chapters 33. The Most High says he pours deep sleep. Yet in a dream, 33 and 15 again, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men in slumbering upon their beds, then he openeth their ears, and men of men and sealeth their instructions. Right. Right. So he give us those visions. Those visions, those dreams coming from the Most High via the angels. He sends the angels to do that, to seal our instructions, to give us these visions. So it's just another vision. There is no enchantment against Jacob, but I'm going to title this one. That was the last one I spoke about that, about with Volker Malone trying to put a spell, and everything he's tried has failed, right? The last thing is going to come with the full frontal, and the Mosai, when they come in like a flood, the Mosai going to lift up a standard against them. So no matter what they tried, no matter what they do, there's nothing they can do against his truth. There is nothing they can do against his truth. There is no enchantment against Jacob or Israel. So whatever they do, they will fail. They're going to fall flat on their faces, as we already see. And also with this false prophet, he's also being exposed. Right? The Most High give me that vision about him, just to be on guard and be aware of any false prophets, because the Most High is going to make a separation at that time. That's in Malachi 3. He's going to make a separation between one that is serveth the Most High and one who is not serving the Most High. That is going to be towards the end. He's going to separate the wheat from the chaff from the wheat, the genuine from the insincere. He's going to separate them, and that's going to be it's happening now, and even more so towards the end. Now we're coming up to the time of the Passover too. We're in the time of sifting things. We're going to start to hear things and see things, and things will be exposed around this year. But really, it's every throughout the whole of the year, but it gets a bit more intense around this time of the year. Hence, we're seeing something now. Something's raising its ugly head. Which, like I say, just all you got to do is just keep your medicine, taking your medicine and keeping your medicine strong, man. Right? And serving the Most High with fear and trembling, and make sure examining yourself. Right? That's that fear. Because these prophets, they haven't got that fear. And they serve with the precepts of men. So let me hit this one, the last one. The point is done made. Point is more than made. Right? Beware of the false prophets. And we are aware of any false prophets. Like I say, if you've been through Christian church for over 20 years, you would have seen some things. And if you learn from your mistakes, then you would have something to know, to fall back on always. Right? Practical wisdom. So let's hit this one to end with this one. Luke 10:18 says, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Right, Satan, yeah. Right, you got the Satan incarnate, right? Falling from heaven. That's the ease, the wicked, right? And you got the wicked who serve him. That's that John 8:44. You are from your father the devil. That's the wicked of our own people too. They're falling there as well. They're being exposed. They're going to be exposed. The whole of this kingdom is going to be exposed. Hence why we're coming up with this doom and bringing this impending doom, this message. And this kingdom ain't going to escape from the impending doom that is about to come. I say it once again. This kingdom and all those that in this kingdom and love this kingdom, love this world, ain't going to escape the impending doom that is going to come upon this kingdom. Which is when you go into it, it's really destruction. This kingdom is destined for destruction. So Luke 10:18 again. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven, impending doom, destruction. All right. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the earth, right, of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Right? Back to that vision. Right? When the wolf came, the Most High let me escape. He let me levitate just enough, if you can see the trees in the background there, right, out of the reach of the wolf, just enough so that the wolf couldn't grasp me. And then he tried to levitate, or he shape-shift into some form of bird and tried to coming up where I was escaped from the wolf. Tried to come up and get me like that. The Most High gave me strength enough to tie it up, and I was about to put it, to bag it. Right, so we're going to bag all these demons, right? We're going to bag them. I couldn't title the video of that. We're going to bag all these wolves and false prophets, and wolves in sheep clothing. We're going to bag them. Right, so beware of the wolves in sheep clothing. Once again, 19. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Right? Nothing shall by any means hurt you. Ultimately, when they come in like a flood, the Most High going to lift up a standard against him. So yeah, be mindful, right? The vision I got, a little inkling of what could be coming down the pipe. You know, we know that this kingdom is wrapping up. You know, it's wrapping up and it's on its way out. It's on its way out. So the Wada Yahweh Shemel Shai, when the Spirit on me to do this video once again. Right? So we're mindful, be mindful of the false prophets, the wolves in sheep clothing. Be mindful of the wolves in sheep clothing. Until the next one, we out.